Kevin Spacey charged in UK with more assault of three men. So Kevin Spacey seems to basically just, I don't know, not be able to keep it in his pants, potentially. Because here's the thing, and this is the saddest thing, right? Kevin Spacey, as an actor, is a really good actor. And yet he keeps making very bad choices. Like really bad choices, taking advantage of people, etc. So let's get right into it. So Kevin Spacey was charged in the UK with four counts of assault against three men on Thursday as he appeared in a Manhattan court to testify in a separate assault lawsuit brought against him in New York. The two-time Oscar winner, 62, has also been hit with the charge of causing a person to engage in penetrative activity without consent, the Crown Prosecution Service said. The alleged incidents took place in London between March 2005 and August 2008, and one somewhere in Western England in April 2013, and the alleged victims are all now in their 30s and 40s. That's really bad because if we're talking about like 2005, maybe some of them were teens. That's not good. I mean, it's not good either way, but yeah. The UK. Hold on, let's see. Ba-ba-ba-ba. The UK charges stem from a probe of evidence gathered by the Metropolitan Police. News of the criminal charges were announced as the American beauty star appeared in Manhattan federal court Thursday morning for a hearing in a civil suit against him. Kevin Spacey does not look like he's doing good at all. He declined to answer reporters' questions about the UK case as he left the courthouse, talking on his cell phone. And Spacey was in court Thursday to testify in a civil suit over other allegations of misconduct stemming from actor Anthony Rapp's allegations that Spacey made advances toward him when Rapp was just 14. He picked me up like a groom picks up the bride over the threshold, Rapp told BuzzFeed News in 2017, noting how the pair had been alone in a bedroom. But I don't like squirm away initially because I'm like, what's going on? And then he lays down on top of me. He was trying to seduce me. Rapp said. I don't know if I would have used that language, but I was aware that he was trying to get with me in adult ways. At the time, Spacey said he was beyond horrified by Rapp's account and said he did not remember the encounter. But if I did behave as he describes, I owe him the sincerest apology for what would have been deeply inappropriate drunken behavior, Spacey said. Thursday's hearing in New York was largely procedural and focused on venue, whether federal or state court would be proper for the case. To that end, Spacey was asked questions about where he lived. The actor testified that he lives in Baltimore, to which he first moved while filming House of Cards, but Spacey also discussed his time living in London while artistic director of the city's own Vic Theatre from 2004 to 2015. It was extremely important to me that I endear myself to the British public, that I'm not running away, he said after describing a production's flop early in his tenure there. But said Spacey, I'm an American citizen. Once the job was done, I came back to America. He described one additional trip to London from February to September 2020 during the early days of the pandemic, and the UK charges were mentioned briefly by Rapp's lawyers during the hearing and acknowledged by Spacey's attorneys, who declined to comment further to reporters during a break in the proceedings. So this is obviously not good at all. And what's probably going to happen is that Kevin Spacey is going to probably be paying out a lot of money. I mean, that's probably the reality of the situation. I doubt that he's going to serve jail time. I doubt he's going to serve prison time because He's just probably going to have to pay all of these people off in a very hefty way. Any comments? Nope. No comments. Feel free to give your thoughts. But also, it's like, it's kind of odd, right? Because, like, it's weird that you would have an actor who's extremely good at acting, has immense amounts of money, probably, was at the top of his career, right, with House of Cards, to basically destroy it all. Like, why destroy it all, right? Like, it's crazy. Like, it's just absolutely crazy. Because we're talking about, like, you're potentially, like, earning millions and millions and millions of dollars. Your name is everywhere. Everyone basically loves you. You can pretty much do everything that you want to legally, and yet you decide to go down a very heinous route, taking advantage of people in very heinous ways, abusing people for what? Like, are you just like an evil person? Do you have a dark heart? Like, it's just sad to see this happen and it be like a very common thing in the whole actor field where they take advantage of people in a lot of heinous ways. It's just interesting to see.